Within 24 hours of the Pahalgam terror attack by Pakistan, state-sponsored radical Islamist terror, the Cabinet Committee on Security, under the chairmanship of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has decided to keep the Indus Water Treaty between India and Pakistan in abeyance. The 1960 India-Pakistan Indus Water Treaty is being held in abeyance. This is a significant, though symbolic, message that India is sending out to Pakistan. Water for Pakistan is not more important than blood of innocent Indians that's repeatedly spilt by Pakistan. Whether it's the 1993 Mumbai blast, the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, or a series of other terror attacks including Pulwama, Pathankot, Gurdaspur, Udhampur, Nagrota, Samba, Katwa, and now in Pahalgam. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri has announced a series of measures that India has decided to take, which includes further reducing the number of Pakistani diplomats, officials and staff at the Pakistan High Commission in India. So from the sanction strength of 110, which was already down to 55 after Pakistan's Pulwama terror attack and India's counter-strike at Balakot, which India called a preemptive strike, it's now going to further come down to just 30. Just a skeletal staff of 30. And this includes sending back Pakistan's military attaché, air attaché and naval attaché. They've been declared persona non grata. They've been told, you pack your bags and leave for Pakistan, and India is withdrawing India's defense attaché, air attaché and naval attaché from Pakistan. Let me quickly list out the measures that Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri announced just a short while back. So begin with Indus Water Treaty to be held in abeyance with immediate effect. India, of course, wants Pakistan to credibly and irrevocably take action against India-centric terror, which Pakistan has never done. Then the integrated checkpost at Atari. And this is an important post for movement of diplomats from one country to the other, and also for some other emergency purposes. Now, this integrated checkpoint Atari will be closed with immediate effect. Those who've already crossed over with valid endorsement, with valid visas, now have to return by the 1st of May 2025. Pakistani nationals now will no longer be permitted to travel to India using that SAARC visa exemption scheme or the SVES. Any SVES or SAARC visa exemption scheme visas issued in the past are deemed cancelled forthwith. Any Pakistani national currently in India under the SVES visa has to go back to Pakistan in the next 48 hours. Very, very important step. Defense attaches declared persona non grata. Their staff also told to go back. These posts in the respective high commissions are now deemed annulled. 5 support staff of the service advisors also to be withdrawn by the high commissions on either side. So the overall strength, like we said, comes down to 30 from 55. Let's quickly listen into Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri before I get you more, not just on the steps taken, but the ramifications. And are these the only steps that India intends to take? Or is this just the beginning? This is just the signal of intent, and the real action will only follow after this. That remains to be seen. But listen in to Vikram Misri.
Recognizing the seriousness of this terrorist attack, the CCS decided upon the following measures. 1. The Indus Waters Treaty of 1960 will be held in abeyance with immediate effect until Pakistan credibly and irrevocably abjures its support for cross-border terrorism. 2. The integrated checkpost Atari will be closed with immediate effect. Those who have crossed over with valid endorsements may return through that route before 1 May 2025. 3. Pakistani nationals will not be permitted to travel to India under the SAARC visa exemption scheme visas. Any SVES visas issued in the past to Pakistani nationals are deemed cancelled. Any Pakistani national currently in India under SVES visa has 48 hours to leave India. 4. The Defence, Military, Naval and Air advisors in the Pakistani High Commission in New Delhi are declared persona non grata. They have a week to leave India. India will be withdrawing its own Defence, Navy and Air advisors from the Indian High Commission in Islamabad. These posts in the respective High Commissions are deemed annulled. 5 support staff of the service advisors will also be withdrawn from both High Commissions. The overall strength of the High Commissions will be brought down to 30 from the present 55 through further reductions to be effected by 1st May 2025. The CCS reviewed the overall security situation and directed all forces to maintain high vigil. It resolved that the perpetrators of this attack will be brought to justice and their sponsors held to account. As with the recent extradition of Tahawwur Rana, India will be unrelenting in the pursuit of those who have committed acts of terror or conspired to make them possible.